Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to today's writing lesson. We are going to start taking notes in our nonfiction books as we read them, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we're going to learn how to take those notes to create our own sections and make our own nonfiction book about a topic. So today, we're going to look at this book called Frogs by National Geographic. Now, this book has already been read aloud to you in our Google Classroom. You can go back and reread it if you would like, or find the book on Epic. Today, I'm not going to read the whole book. I'm going to look at certain sections of the book, and I'm going to take notes on that section. Now, when I'm taking notes, I want to look for certain topics that kind of where all the information, the facts that I'm taking notes on, go together. Now, you're going to be seeing this paper for you to start doing for classwork. So you're going to put your name where it says name. Now, this is our writing note-taking paper. So if we were back in our regular classrooms, you would be getting a paper that looks just like this. Now, here is where you're going to write your title or section for your book, and I have 4 boxes for you to type in your notes. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So again, we're going to be using the book Frogs from National Geographic. And I want to take a look at this page. Now, I see it tells me some different types of frogs. I'm going to start reading this and see if these pieces kind of go together. Frogs live all over the world, except Antarctica. Frogs usually live in wet places. They like rivers, lakes, and ponds. But some frogs live in trees. Some even live in the desert. Frogs can be found all over the world. Wherever they live, that's their habitat. So, this page is teaching me about where frogs live. They can live all over the world in different types of places. They said trees, even deserts, lakes, rivers, and ponds. So I'm going to want to take notes about this page down. So now I see habitat over here. It says where the natural place where a plant or animal lives. So I want to title that section in that book. Now we saw that there's not a title already there. We don't see any title. Now we could, if it had a title, you can name it the same or create your own. I could put where frogs live, habitat, places frogs can be. Now I like the word habitat, so I'm going to label this habitat. So on this note taking, I only want to have notes about frogs' habitats or where they live. Now I'm going to go back and look at my story. Now it told me frogs live all over the world except Antarctica. So I want to write that down or type that in. So I can go there, take that away. And if you want, you can make those bullet points to help you. Frogs live all over the world, but they don't live in Antarctica. So I'm going to say not in Antarctica. Let me go back and look now. They like wet places. They like rivers, lakes, and ponds. So usually live in wet places. They said ponds, rivers, lakes. Some frogs live in trees. Some even live in the desert. Frogs can be found all over the world. Now you can keep on adding into this box, or you can go to another box. I like to use those bullet points. Some frogs live in trees. They can even live in the desert. So I could keep on reading and see if I see more about how frogs live or where they live. Now, if we were doing this on paper, you could even draw a quick picture to help you remember something. So you could have drew a pond, you can draw some trees, but since we are on the computer, it's a little bit harder to draw, so I'm just going to keep on with the notes. Now, sometimes you're not going to use all 4 boxes, and that's okay. It's up to you on what boxes you want to use and how many notes you want in each of the boxes. Now, you can also put down some important words like habitat. That's an important word. It's a vocabulary. I might put down, make it bold, habitat. Oops. Sorry, I zoomed out a little bit. Let's go back. Habitat. Now, this is a natural place where a plant or animal lives. You can put it into your own words too. Habitat, a place where a plant or animal lives. Because we're going to want those expert words when we make our nonfiction books. Now I'm just going to flip through the book and see if I see any other information about where frogs live. So I can reread it again, or I can kind of skim it where I'm looking for some keywords. This is telling me about the sound they make, different sounds. Let's see, frog food is a section, so it's probably not going to tell me too much about where frogs live. Size and color. I don't see anything else here, frog babies, but I do see other notes I could be taking on different sections. So today we're going to end on just this part on habitat. Now, if I read other books about frogs, I can add those notes here to help me. So boys and girls, soon you're going to be doing this with your own nonfiction book. So start thinking of an animal that you would like to pick, and you're going to be doing some reading about that book, and you're going to make sections about note-taking about the book that you chose. And you're going to be typing in on the note-taking page. Now, it doesn't have to be about habitat on the first day. It could be about what they eat, the size, the colors, different types. You can figure out what you want to do based on the book that you're reading. But this is just an example of this writing down a section, a topic, and then writing notes that go along with that section that teach us the facts